Gyoza. This guy's hungry. We're gonna make some gyoza. Gyoza is a great dish. It's dumplings. You can eat 50 dumplings at a time. Well, I can. I could, for sure. The super special gyoza. So, we're gonna make everything from scratch, starting by the wrapper. So, to make the wrapper, we're gonna take boiling water and add it into a bowl. We're gonna add a teaspoon of salt and dissolve the salt into the water until it's completely dissolved. Then we're just gonna add all-purpose flour and mix, mix, mix. Knead the dough as long as you have to until it becomes really nice and smooth. And then you have to let it rest. Preferably in the fridge because you don't want this to be warm when you roll it out. It will stick in the machine. Now you could use a wooden dowel if you're like a professional Chinese lady working at a dumpling shop, but I'm not a professional Chinese lady working at a dumpling shop, so I'm gonna use a pasta roller. You wanna roll out the gyoza as thin as you can, and then you wanna find something like a jar or, a cookie cutter and make a perfect circle. Once you got that perfect circle, you wanna store the gyoza on some flour, but you wanna store it in the fridge. You wanna keep this dough cold. You understand? Hi. Okay. Now that we have the wrappers done, it's time to create the filling. Now the filling could be anything you want. It could be chicken, it could be pork, it could be vegetarian if you don't appreciate food. So for the pork filling, we're gonna slice up a lot of veggies. Veggies. The veggies that are gonna go inside are ginger, garlic, the green of a spring onion. Okay, and into the filling, you also wanna add a pinch of salt and a little Chaosing rice wine. The Chaosing rice wine will marinate the pork, make it nice and tender. Now a touch of miso and a touch of soy sauce just to give it a nice balance, a nice richness, and a nice fermented flavor. Okay, now that you have your mixture ready and you have your wrappers ready, it's time to pleat the gyoza. Now you have to be incredibly skilled like me to create something like that, but you can learn it in a pinch, and here's how. So from here, you want to have enough coverage so you can cover the entire meat, and you pleat once, like that, make a fold like that, and press it against the top like this. Fold like that, and press it against the top, fold, and you should have the most beautiful gyoza ever. There we go. Now you just go around and touch it up. There we go. There we go, perfect pleats. Should be quite firm. And now we're gonna cook these bad boys. Just heat up a frying pan on maybe number 3, so medium, low heat, and fry up your gyoza until they're nice and brown at the bottom. These things burn easily, so if you put it in too hot, it will burn. Okay, so put it on a low heat, fry up your gyozas. If they're brown and crunchy, just have a little peek. Put on some water and steam them. Put on a lid, steam the dumpling, and after 3 minutes, your dumpling is complete. Gyozas are delicious. I love gyozas. I could eat 1,000 gyozas. I wouldn't need anything else. Okay, so now that you know how to make gyozas, the most important part, you have to eat them. And where better to show you how to eat gyozas than on my famous mukbang show. Click over there to see me eat gyozas. It's a little weird, but apparently people do watch it. Yeah. So, thanks for watching this episode of Awesome Eats, Cooking with Ben. Thanks for watching this show again. It was a pleasure cooking for you. Click on the mukbang if you haven't yet. And I hope you stay tuned. Subscribe, man!